With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You talk about this Seahawks defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that,
though. It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
That one a first down pickup of 8. The Seahawks at 3-5, 2 games under 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes.
Throw out wide to Walker.
Stiff-armed him. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. See some heads shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big gain there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for him after what he did the previous week. But sometimes that skill set actually intimidates a defense, and he used it to his great advantage.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now 2nd and 9.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they get back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. Haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Off play action. Peters going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back to throw. Peters.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
A 1-yard touchdown pass.
And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. John Franklin Myers. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Walker. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Attack, attack!
Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Trenton Simpson. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On first down, Peters. That is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's taken in by Palmer. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Off the play fake, Peters. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Straight ahead is Hall.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To throw on third down, Peters.
And this incomplete. Oh, my. He might have been celebrating in the end zone if he'd held on. Nearly picked, but instead, it'll bring up fourth down.
And his kick here is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Walker with another carry. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Second down and 8. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Micah Hyde comes flying in from safety for the sack.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Yellow.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. Here's Beckham. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Jets will take over.
at their own 41-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That is complete downfield to Knox. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
That's complete to Palmer. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw again. That is caught. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll look to throw again. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Peters. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Touchdown, Jets. Josh Palmer, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Going deep for Walker. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 33. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now a timeout.
7 seconds left in the first half.
At the 31-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Peters. Wilson's got it complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, operating good, set, and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
On second down, it's Walker.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes.
And out route, and he's got the connection to Walker.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Option play, and they'll give to Walker.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They go play fake. Mahomes.
Finding Smith and Jigba downfield.
And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
A give for Walker running right.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 43.
Mahomes now to throw. And this one's incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, 15.
Working from the gun, Mahomes.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown.
A great effort there with his
second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Now Myers for the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Jets.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point up and good by Dicker, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Seahawks 13.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on the 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's a 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Now here's Michael Dixon, standing just outside his own goal line. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They go play action here on 1st down. Caught by Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
1st down, Jets.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
1st down, Jets.
Off play action. Peters. He'll buy some time right. He fought. The ball comes out.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
No receivers open, so he was forced to put that one into Puget Sound. That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
Looking to throw on second down. Peters. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Good coverage yet again down here by the goal line. Everyone's blanketed, and he's forced to throw it away and try and come up with something on third down.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Back to throw. Peters.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
How about the defensive stand here from first and goal? 3 straight incompletion.
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
94 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Yellow.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Jets are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Peters.
A slant route caught by Bateman.
And quickly they get to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down. Peters. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Peters. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
The Seahawks take
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Hey, 43, 15.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
At the 37-yard line.
15.
Now Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He hits his target, Lockett. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. 23 yards the pickup there. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 113 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. From 8 yards out. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know. Looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there. They went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball. I said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he completes it to Wilson.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good headed scheme going.
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll run with Hall.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Peters flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Peters.
That's complete. Left side to Bateman.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Operating from the gun, Peters. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
This is 1st and 10. Mahomes.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Mahomes.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
A very solid gain of 27. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Cam Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A give running right is Hall. And I think the ball's out. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. That one looks like he'll throw here.
This one finds Wilson downfield.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner, and one side a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity